You mustn't miss this. David learned the truth about his family's murder. He was an intelligence analyst who once got an anonymous debt. To his surprise, it was the military secret operation in Kandahar his professional ethics kicked in. David instantly uploaded content to backend, unaware it turned into his nightmare. On his way to work the next day, SWAT officers closed in on him like mosquitoes, and David Scott told him he was in big trouble. He hurriedly said goodbye to his wife and kids, desperately searching for an escape route in the crowd, but he underestimated their murderous intent. You've got it all wrong. I'm not a criminal, I'm an NSA analyst. Get out of my way. But the officer didn't give him a chance to explain. They just shot on the spot. What a ridiculous situation. Luckily, his cell phone in his pocket saved his life. David's ordeal reminded him of his past operation in Kandahar. It was just as harrowing. After they took out the foreign officer, the commander ordered Sharma to extract the bullet, which was a stupid move. This raised eyebrows among the team, but on the battlefield, they had to obey. But after the mission, the commander sent them on a suicide mission. Team morale hit rock bottom. They were to go deep into enemy territory without any backup. Sharma couldn't believe it. As soon as the team arrived at the designated spot, they were ambushed, as if the enemy had been waiting for their grand entrance. The team was surrounded, and only Sharma fought his way through, but none of his comrades survived. Back at headquarters, he confronted Commander Rollins, livid, but it was all for nothing. Because his teammates were never coming back, Sharma felt utterly helpless. Just then, a computer blared an alarm. David explained that it was a self-destruct system he had set up. If not disabled in time, everything would go up in smoke, including the surveillance footage. What a trap! But David suddenly jabbed him with a pen filled with tranquilizers. This guy was something else. As the drugs took effect, Sharma gradually lost consciousness, still unsure about this guy. When he woke up, he found himself handcuffed and an actual gun beside him. It turns out David didn't mean any harm. He just wanted to build trust to talk about a good guy move. He claimed he hacked into the security system for months and found no record of Sharma's operation in Kandahar. Unbelievable. Sharma's faith shattered. He realized he had become a pawn for some bigwigs. It's almost laughable. Coming to terms with this, the two reached an agreement to join forces. Sharma put forward one condition: refrain from nonsense. This is indeed a really solid condition. They're gonna die, of course, no need to say that. But before that, they needed to get their hands on some heavy weaponry, time to kick it up a notch. Watching Sharma charge into the kidnapping scene alone was spectacular. Talk about the deadly speed. When you are feeling nervous, your muscles experience increased blood flow, and your reflexes become even quicker. He effortlessly neutralized the thugs with a pistol at the slightest change in the situation. What a genius. The hostage, through his blindfold, nearly lost it when he saw what was happening. Lucky for him, he was a mute. As the gunfire ceased, all the thugs were down, but his real target wasn't saving hostages. He was after the car behind the hostage. Got to be prepared for what's next. David hacked into the NSA system and found that the capture plan was nearly absolutely flawless. Caption: that night, the NSA launched an operation that was as quick as lightning. They deployed snipers in teams at the deal site, even keeping an eye on the arms dealers. But such a meticulous operation was easily thwarted by David. What a magician. He cut off communications so they couldn't talk, and then Sharma made his entrance. What a director. Subtitles: Sharma drove his car in close proximity, determined not to give the two drivers any opportunity to resist. What a truly ruthless character he is. That stash of arms had already been stashed away by the two. What a perfect operation. Sharma had David retreat first while he handled the enemies. What a clever strategy. They zoomed through the streets, wreaking havoc everywhere, moving with ease just like heroes in a movie. When Sharma spotted the lady cop, his heart skipped a beat, but he didn't back down. Neither would budge until suddenly old David showed up as his secret weapon. He resolved the chaos in a flash, kicking the lady cop aside. What an explosive scene. You did well. You're quite the damsel in distress, aren't you? In order to find out the truth behind his family's murder, Sharma went alone to a cabin in the forest to search for clues, only to be suddenly hit by an arrow in his shoulder. He quickly hid behind a tree. Breaking a branch, his counterattack was on deck. What a thrilling scene. If you happen to enjoy this story, please make sure to subscribe to my channel.